Yeah, I'm Kevin Van Wy, and this is probably my 14th time in Guatemala. So 2001 was my first experience taking a team, and I've been here many, many times since. And here I am with the second team from Heritage Christian Reformed Church in Byron Center. I'm excited to be here with a team of 16, and we've been working all week. And it's been a little different year this year than what the typical weeks are often like. We still built the homes, but we actually did a home in Chimaltenango. It's one of these, you see this kind of home front that you have in the streets, and behind it was a house of probably about 20 to 25 people that live in this house. And the roof was falling apart, everything was falling apart. And we ended up redoing the roof, redoing a lot of the walls, painting it, and then dedicating it, of course, and really committing this family to God. And the other homes were just near the base here, which when I first started coming here, we'd actually work here in this area. And so now here we are in the base, and we're able to just go down the road and build relationships with some of the families that I've probably been throwing candy to for a lot of years. But we built 3 homes, and just been a beautiful time working with these homes. And today is kind of a special day. They're actually having one of the village clinics, which we often go far away. And today we're going to be bringing these seniors, some of the older folks in this area, coming up here for a medical clinic. We're serving lunch, and then we'll have, of course, a gospel presentation and a chance to see people accept Christ, which is probably the highlight of all these trips, is actually seeing people make that moment in their life that I call it the tipping point of eternity, where they say yes to Jesus coming into my life. It's just one of the most beautiful things. So I'm here with an awesome team, and they have been doing an amazing job, and just excited to see what God has in store for today, but also for the team as they go back and take what they've learned here and apply it to their lives.
There are many things that have impacted me this week. I would say one of the biggest things was how hospitable and welcoming everyone is here. As we worked the different homes, the kindness shown, being able to appreciate and learn more about a different culture. I think that we have been as blessed by the people that we've worked for and helped, probably more so than they have by us. They may be changing our lives more in many ways. This week I have also seen God work in the lives of many of the team members. We have several teenagers on our team, and to watch them grow in their faith and to see a shift in their mindset and to see a shift in what can so easily be self-centeredness, especially in the American culture, and to see that shift of wanting to be a servant and be the hands and feet of Jesus where they're needed. I have really been blessed by seeing that as well.
I'd say God impacted me this week through when we dedicated the homes to the families, when they accepted Jesus, because then I really got to see confirmation that I was doing something in the world and that it wasn't just a home and that's it. We could actually share the gospel with them and share that they can be saved through Jesus.
How has God impacted me? Something I could say is that being able to learn a little bit of the story about the 4 women we built a house for. They told us they couldn't read, which, I mean, in the life I live, that's kind of insane. And most of them didn't go to school when they were little because they were so poor that they couldn't do it. And then the one that did go to school, got bullied, and so she didn't really learn anything, which kind of makes it better that we can help them build a house because, I mean, they can't really provide for it themselves. Plus they're all 60s and 70s. So yeah, it was really cool to get that opportunity and being able to see them come to faith through God's works and the opportunity we had to build them the house that they can find an everlasting home.
I definitely think my relationship with God will change, mainly because I've always had some sort of doubt, whether it was a small one or a big one. They've been getting smaller, but this has helped to put all those doubts, even the small ones, aside because of how the Holy Spirit went through all of the families, and they all ended up accepting Jesus.
I've learned a lot more about what it means to be a servant. I think he's showed that to me. I feel like usually when I'm serving, I'm kind of just doing it for ways that are comfortable for me and for what I'm choosing. But this trip, there's been lots of times where I've been exhausted and hungry and tired of doing what I was doing, but he's shown me that especially in those moments where I don't want to be there, that's when I'm actually serving. Like, that is our true worship, when we're at the point where we don't necessarily want to do it ourselves, because that's when we can reach in, and it's a picture of how Jesus served us when he ultimately died on the cross, because he gave up everything for us. So it's just a gift that we can be able to at least give a little bit of that to others.
I think the reason that I keep coming back is because I see God making a difference through the teams here and the variety of what we do, both physically, spiritually, mentally, and all these things that God uses. And I just see the teams changing. I see their hearts changing. When they go back, they're more open to caring and loving for people, the community that it brings. But then here, you see lives change for eternity.